Did you know that Rosé wasn't always the global K-pop icon we recognize today? Her journey to stardom is nothing short of extraordinary. Born in Auckland, New Zealand, to South Korean parents, Rosé, whose real name is Park Ki-young, had dreams long before she became a member of BLACKPINK. From an early age, she showed signs of something special. When she was just 7 years old, her family moved to Melbourne, Australia. It was there that her musical talents truly began to flourish. While most kids her age were busy playing games or exploring hobbies casually, Rosé was already dedicating herself to music. She learned to play instruments like the guitar and piano and spent time singing passionately in church choirs. It was clear even then that she had something unique. What makes her story even more remarkable is how early her talent was recognized. Before she even finished high school, she caught the attention of YG Entertainment, one of South Korea's biggest entertainment companies. In fact, she made the bold decision to leave school in year 11 to fully pursue her music career, something that takes immense courage and belief in oneself. And then comes her incredible audition story. Imagine this, 700 people competing for just one spot. Rosé almost didn't even try. When her father suggested she audition for YG Entertainment, she initially thought he was joking. The odds seemed impossible, and the idea felt unrealistic. But everything changed when she decided to take that chance. Not only did she audition, she completely dominated, securing first place among hundreds of contestants. It was a true underdog moment that would change her life forever. What many people don't know is that even before her official debut with BLACKPINK, she had already collaborated with a major figure in K-pop, G-Dragon. Her vocals were featured on his song, Without You, but at the time, her identity was kept hidden. The song became a hit, quietly setting the stage for her future rise without the world even realizing who she was. Rosé's success didn't happen overnight. She trained intensely for 4 years under YG Entertainment, honing her skills and preparing for her debut. Finally, on June 22, 2016, she was introduced as the final member of BLACKPINK. Shortly after, the group released their debut single album Square One, featuring hits like Whistle and Boom Baya, which quickly gained massive attention. By 2018, BLACKPINK had begun taking over the global stage. They signed with Interscope Records, expanding their reach beyond Korea and breaking into international markets. However, Rosé didn't want to be limited to group success alone. She wanted to showcase her individuality as an artist. In 2021, she did exactly that with her solo debut. Her single album R was a massive success, breaking records and proving her star power. The title track, On the Ground, achieved incredible milestones, including topping major global charts. Within just 24 hours, the music video gained tens of millions of views, highlighting her worldwide appeal. She followed it up with Gone, another hit that resonated deeply with fans. Her artistry didn't stop there. On BLACKPINK's Born Pink album, she contributed creatively by participating in songwriting. Tracks like Yeah, Yeah, Yeah and her solo track, Hard to Love, showcased her versatility and artistic depth. Rosé isn't just a singer, she is a complete artist with a strong creative voice. By December 2023, changes began within BLACKPINK's management structure, as YG Entertainment confirmed that individual contracts would not continue in the same way. But rather than slowing down, Rosé stepped into a new phase of her career. She began teasing new music, collaborating with different labels, and expanding her artistic direction. Her solo journey reached new heights when she partnered with major industry players and released new music that captured global attention. One standout moment was her collaboration with Bruno Mars, which quickly climbed international charts and achieved historic milestones. Her upcoming album Rosé has generated massive anticipation, promising a new era for her as an artist. When it comes to her voice, Rosé is often described as having a distinct and unforgettable sound. She is sometimes referred to as an electric soprano, and fans lovingly call her the Golden Voice. Her vocal tone is unique, slightly husky, deeply emotional, and incredibly expressive. She has the rare ability to turn simple lyrics into powerful storytelling through her delivery. Her musical inspirations include artists like Taeyong from BIGBANG and Tori Kelly, while her role model is the renowned singer Gummy. These influences have shaped her into the artist she is today. Beyond music, Rosé has also made a huge impact in the world of fashion. Over the years, she has worked with numerous brands, but her influence truly skyrocketed when she became a global ambassador for Yves Saint Laurent, the first in nearly 60 years. She has also represented Tiffany & Co., attended prestigious events like the Met Gala, and appeared in global campaigns for luxury and lifestyle brands. Her presence in fashion is just as powerful as her presence in music. Rosé's influence extends even further into philanthropy and social impact. During the devastating Australian bushfires in 2019, she used her platform to raise awareness and encourage donations, showing her commitment to making a difference. In 2023, she spoke openly about mental health at a major summit, demonstrating vulnerability and strength while inspiring others. In 2024, she received an incredible honor by being appointed a member of the Order of the British Empire. Unlike honorary titles given to some, hers was a substantive recognition due to her dual citizenship, making it even more significant. She was honored at Buckingham Palace by King Charles III, marking a historic moment in her career. As of recent years, Rosé has become one of the most followed Korean celebrities on social media, with tens of millions of fans worldwide. She consistently ranks high in brand reputation rankings and is widely recognized as a fashion icon. Major publications like Vogue have praised her style, and her influence continues to grow across industries. Her impact on music is undeniable. She has helped expand K-pop's presence in Western markets and has been recognized as a key figure in its global success. Her covers, performances, and original songs continue to resonate with audiences worldwide. At its core, Rosé's journey is about passion, resilience, and authenticity. From a young girl with big dreams in Australia to a global superstar, her story shows what can happen when talent meets determination. Beyond the fame and success, she remains an artist who turns personal experiences into meaningful expression. And as her story continues to unfold, one thing remains clear. True artistry is about being fearless, genuine, and unapologetically yourself. So, what does Rosé's journey really mean for you? It's easy to look at someone like her, a global superstar, a fashion icon, a record-breaking artist, and think her story is something distant, something unattainable. But if you strip away the fame, the spotlight, and the massive stages, what you're left with is something surprisingly relatable. A young girl with a dream, a leap of faith, and the courage to pursue it despite the odds. And that's where you come in. Because the truth is, every extraordinary journey starts in a very ordinary place. Rosé didn't begin her life as a global icon. She wasn't born on stage. She wasn't guaranteed success. She was just someone who loved music deeply enough to chase it, even when it meant uncertainty, sacrifice, and stepping into the unknown. Think about that moment when her father suggested she audition. She could have laughed it off completely. She could have said, "This isn't for me," and stayed in her comfort zone. But instead, she took a chance. One decision, just one, completely changed the trajectory of her life. How many moments like that have passed you by? How many times have you felt that spark, that small voice telling you to try something bigger, but you ignored it because it felt too risky, too unrealistic, or too far out of reach? This is your reminder that those moments matter. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to be perfect. You don't even need to feel fully ready. What you need is the willingness to try, to step forward, and to trust that growth comes from action, not from waiting. Rosé's story is proof that talent alone isn't enough. Yes, she was gifted. Yes, she had a unique voice. But what truly set her apart was her dedication. 4 years of intense training, countless hours of practice. The discipline to keep going even when success wasn't guaranteed. That's the part people often overlook, the work behind the spotlight. So ask yourself, what are you willing to commit to? Because dreams don't become reality through wishful thinking. They become reality through consistency, resilience, and the ability to keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow. even when doubts creep in, even when no one is watching. And here's something even more important. Rosé didn't lose herself in the process. In an industry known for pressure and expectations, she stayed authentic. She embraced her unique voice, her emotions, her story. She didn't try to fit into someone else's mold. She created her own identity. That's your power too. You don't have to become someone else to succeed. You don't have to copy what everyone else is doing. The thing that will set you apart, the thing that will make your journey meaningful, is your individuality, your perspective, your voice. So stop holding back. Stop waiting for the perfect time, because it doesn't exist. Stop telling yourself you're not ready, because no one ever truly is. Stop comparing your beginning to someone else's peak, because every journey unfolds differently. Start where you are. Take the first step, even if it's small, even if it feels insignificant. Because small steps, taken consistently, lead to massive transformation over time. And remember this, success isn't always loud. Sometimes it looks like practicing quietly when no one is paying attention. Sometimes it looks like failing and trying again. Sometimes it looks like choosing to keep going when quitting would be easier. Rosé's story isn't just about fame. It's about perseverance. It's about believing in something before the world believes in you. It's about pushing through doubt and turning passion into purpose. And that's something you can do too. Whether your dream is in music, business, art, education, or something completely different, it doesn't matter. What matters is that it's yours. What matters is that it excites you, challenges you, and pushes you to grow. So here's your call to action. Take one step today toward your goal. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Write that idea down. Start learning that skill. Share your work. Apply for that opportunity. Practice for 1 hour. Reach out to someone who inspires you. Do something, anything that moves you forward. Because momentum is powerful. Once you start, things begin to shift. Opportunities appear. Confidence builds. Fear slowly loses its grip. And before you know it, you're no longer just dreaming, you're doing. And if you ever feel like giving up, come back to this. A teenage girl once stood in a room with 700 people competing for one spot, and she walked out as number 1. Not because it was easy, not because it was guaranteed, but because she showed up and gave it everything she had. That could be you in your own story. Your stage might look different, your path might be unique, but the principle remains the same. Show up, stay consistent, and believe in your ability to grow. Because the world doesn't just need more talent, it needs more people who are brave enough to use it. So go after what sets your soul on fire. Take risks, make mistakes, learn, improve, keep going. And most importantly, be unapologetically yourself. Because at the end of the day, success isn't just about reaching the top. It's about becoming someone you're proud of along the way. Your journey is waiting. Now it's your move.